afternoon. Today I'm going to cover part 2 of the straw man and your birth certificate, and we are revealing a lot of truths here that have been kept secret for many hundreds and thousands of years. So this is not just a thing of yesterday. It's been established through the Roman empires, and we are exposing this to humanity so that you can claim back your sovereignty and your freedom. So I'm going to cover part 2 a little bit more to explain to you what it actually means in the judicial system, the court system, so to speak, the difference between a person, human being, a human, a man, a citizen, people. They've all got different meanings, and we think that they all mean or refer to the same thing, but very different in their deceitful judiciary system. So let me cover the next part 2. I'll just sort of tie it in with yesterday's discussion, where we explored and where we need to distinguish between the straw man, whether it's it and or person, and the real flesh human being, which we will call man. And man also has its own legal fiction. So part 2 today. We may also say that the straw man is a person according to the legal dictionary. Person, take note, person. And the second explanation given to us by the Black Law Dictionary is an entity, such as a corporation, that is recognized by law as having the rights and duties of a human being. My gosh, since when can that be? But that is how the law is as of now, and has been for a while. And that is the description of the Black Laws Dictionary 7th edition. The straw man may also be said to be an artificial person, which is also defined in the legal dictionary as an entity, such as a corporation created by law and given certain legal rights and duties of a human being, a being real or imaginary. Remember I talked about the two, that you've got an imaginary twin when your birth certificate was registered. They now referring to it. An entity such as a corporation created by law and given certain legal rights and duties of a human being as being real or imaginary, who for the purpose of legal reasoning is treated more or less as a human being. Now I wonder why they have done that. I leave that thought with you. Also termed fictitious person, a juristic person, legal person, moral person, according to Black Law Dictionary 7th edition. The straw man, the legal fiction, was created by using the name on the birth certificate and writing it all in capital letters, the designation for a legal fiction. As I said before, I wonder why they've done that. The truth will be told. When the government or any corporation uses any process whatsoever, they are using it against the legal fiction, which they want the people to think is them. But when a name is written in all capital letters, it is not the same. It's not the name of the real person in flesh and blood, which we call man or human being. It is the designation of a legal fiction that is an entirely separate entity. A living human cannot be a legal fiction, and a legal fiction cannot be a living human. One is real or natural, the other is created by law. a human being, a person of the male sex, for example, a male of the human species above the age of puberty, is the most extended sense the term includes not only the adult male sex of the human species, but women and children. In feudal law, a vassal, a tenant, or feudatory, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, 5th edition. So we conclude that the man is a term of nature. But who created nature? Some would say God, others would say the Creator, while others might hold a different view altogether. On the other hand, we see person as a term of the civil law. And who is the creator of civil law? The civil law, which is a rule of civil conduct prescribed by the supreme power of the state. Also the civil or municipal law of the Roman Empire, according to the Ballantyne's Law Dictionary, 3rd edition. So kings, emperors, or legislative bodies acting in sovereign capacity as the creators of the civil law. So when our government acts as a sovereign, it is acting outside its constitutional authority. Remember that. We will cover that extensively in future. So we see that a man and a person are very different terms, identifying very different things. If you study Roman civil law, you will see that it originates and uses fictions of law. That is, concepts that are contrary to the natural order of things, outside of natural law, and based upon presumptions that are untrue. So your whole legal system is based on untruth. That's why we call it JURIS'FICTION, not jurisdiction. You will realize that the person recognized in the civil law is a fictional entity, and you will come to see the vast difference between man and person. So the strawman is a person, a public name that is recognized in civil society. And that will be all for today. We will continue with part 3 for the strawman and the birth certificate.